recipes and 11 amazing recipes for our Christmas countdown, and mine being the final recipe. So let's get started with our first recipe, which is the Christmas tree. I'm just going to get my pastry that I've made already. I've just put it in the fridge. Okay, so basically I made my pastry and kept it because it is time consuming and we do not have that much of time. So I will tell you guys how it's made. So when you all are making it, you can obviously follow the recipe. Basically you just need maida, you need a pinch of salt, and you need lots and lots of frozen butter. Okay, then you fold in the frozen butter with your flour until it melts with the warmth of your hands. Okay, and then every time you have to just roll, then put butter again, a layer of it, roll, fold it again, roll. So you're going to get that layers. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're making a Christmas tree out of this pastry. So I'm going to roll this out. I'm going to get some flour. Chandan, can I please get some dry flour? Okay, so for this we need the pastry, we need cinnamon powder, we need pecan nuts roasted and chopped, we need yummy Nutella and some butter. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to roll this out. Thank you, Chandan. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so Christmas is obviously just in a few hours. Aren't you guys excited? I just love Christmas because I find it so festive, lights, it's just, and so much of yummy food, all the goodies that we get to eat. And because it's usually winter in Christmas, you're eating all the goodies with the spices that go with it, like your cinnamon, yummy. So I'm really excited to show you guys this recipe. Okay, I'm just rolling this. Now, just make sure when you're rolling this, it is rolled evenly throughout, okay? It will be a little bit tough. You'll have to work a little bit on your arms, yeah, which is fine because we're eating all the goodies, so we are required to work out as well. Otherwise, like me, we all are going to be just these big fat ploppies, which we don't want to be, right? Okay. So yeah, here we go. Now what I want to do is I'm going to get two of the same sizes, okay? But I need it rolled out nice and thin. So what I'm going to do now actually is I'm going to remove this because it is taking up space, and we will just put the flour here, and now I can roll. Yeah, there we go. We have a nice platform now to work on. Here goes. This is one of my favorites because it's actually in the shape of a Christmas tree, and it looks pretty as well as tastes absolutely yummy. It's very easy to make also because you have such minimal ingredients. I always say less is more. So when I was in South Africa, Christmas used to be one of the most celebrated festivals, of course. So we used to always, and during Christmas there's holidays. So what we used to do as a family, we used to go for picnics and have these get-togethers all the time, like every weekend and stuff like that, just before Christmas, after Christmas, because then you get Boxing Day and you know all the fun days that follow. But it's all about being with your family, togetherness. It's just a fun festival, and my memories of it is just with my family going on picnics at parks or like at adventurous places, and that's one thing I really miss here. And of course my family. Okay, now I've rolled this out, I'm just going to make it a little bit more thinner. Okay. So basically, how I even figured out trying this recipe was actually through my baby sister. I asked her, like, what fun Christmas recipe do you have? And she's like, I think you should try this out. So once we made this together, and it actually came out so nice, because my sister and I, as kids, we've always cooked and baked and stuff like that, because mom's a chef. And that's why it always intrigued us to learn how to make new goodies. And that's how my sister Radha and I started with this one. So this is basically especially for my baby sister. It's like my favorite. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Okay, I'm going to make 2 triangles with this. Wait, I'll just put a sharper knife. Okay, what we'll have to do, I'm going to cut one and then I'm going to trace the other one, okay? There we go. Make it like a Christmas tree, okay? And just be very careful, yeah? And there we go, okay. Now I'll just pull this up. There we go. So this actually you have to be very, very careful the way you handle it, because obviously you don't want it to break and you want the shape to be intact. And you can make it any size you want, okay? I'm just making a little tree. You can make a big one, it's up to you. Or you can make miniature ones. So for all of you guys who just joined, what I've just done is I've rolled out my pastry sheet and I've cut 2 Christmas trees. Can you see? Okay. Now, and my recipe for the pastry is just butter, sugar and maida. Now here we go. I'll put this on the side. We will leave this away for now because we're just making one, and we'll put this away here. Okay. Now I am just going to lightly roll this to even it out throughout, and just be careful when you're rolling it. Don't put too much of pressure. Do it with very light hands, because you remember we have layers, right? So we don't want that to go. So be very, very lightly. It's basically your curry dough. That's what it is exactly, to be very precise. Okay, okay. So this is done now. Now I'm going to get my baking tray. Okay, now we're going to put this on our baking tray. We'll put the first one, and now I'm going to put all the goodies on it. Look, I'm using pecan nuts, cinnamon, Nutella. You can put any filling you want. In fact, you can even make it savory with like a spinach and ricotta filling. That's actually very, very tasty as well. But because it's Christmas and it's all about sweets and stuff, I'm putting my Nutella. So here goes a nice dollop of yummy Nutella. There we go. Just make sure you're spreading it out evenly. This is really going to be yum. Okay, here goes. Now, one second, I'll just set it. It's okay. Now I'm going to put the pecan nuts. I love nuts. Like, certain people are allergic to nuts. I'm sorry for you guys, but you don't have to put the nuts. You can even put some dried fruits, cherries, walnuts or cherries, tutti frutti, or even apricot. Dry apricot is yummy. I love dry apricot. So here goes. I'm just going to sprinkle some cinnamon powder. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle that, and now I'm going to take this layer and place it over the tree. Now what I have to do is cover it up properly, because we're going to bake it. Okay, I'm just flattening it with my hands, obviously light hands, and because of the heat in my hand, I can feel that the pastry just becomes better to work with because the butter is also melting. Yeah, so I'm just flattening. Okay, now I'm just going to cut on the sides. Okay, oh, just do it very carefully, and do the same on the other side. I hope you're watching. And this one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up. I'm just going to give it a little twist. Okay, here goes, and then twist this one, and this one. Okay, there we go. I've just twisted the one side. I'm going to twist the other side. I love getting my hands messy because I can always lick it off. So what you know, your Christmas is merry when your hands are messy. Yeah, there's one thing I forgot, which was a little star. I'm just going to quickly roll that, and we're going to put a little star on top of our Christmas tree. It'll take me 2 minutes, literally. Quick sticks. Okay, and here's our little star that I'm going to place on the top. Here's my little Christmas tree that's edible. Okay, so I hope you guys have caught on. Now I'm going to bake this in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so here goes. I've already preheated my oven. Yeah, I forgot. It's okay. Okay, so that's in the oven now, and I think we should start with our next recipe, which is, I just want to wipe my hands actually first. Chandan, can you get me some water? I just want to. That's okay. Okay, perfect. Now, wait. What? Okay, now I think we're going to start with our second recipe, which is the famous South African peppermint crisp tart. Okay, I'm going to keep this aside because we don't need this right now. Actually, while this is in the oven, I'm just going to brush some butter over my Christmas tree. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just quickly brushing it. There we go. Okay, let's keep this aside. Now, we are going to make the peppermint crisp tart. Thank you, Chandan. which is a very, very famous dessert in South Africa. I'm just going to get a bowl. Okay, so for this, we require some digestive biscuits or tennis biscuits ideally, which is a coconut based biscuit which you get in South Africa, but we don't have that here. So I'm using digestive biscuits and I'm going to incorporate my desiccated coconut with it. Then you need peppermint crisp chocolate, you need whipped cream, a little bit of mint essence, and we need caramel. Okay, Chandan, can you get me some caramel please? Okay, so it's very easy. First what we're going to do, I've just crushed my digestive biscuits, but I've not made it very fine, okay. I've made it coarse because you want the bite, okay. I'm going to put some of it in here. Here goes in our yummy, yummy digestive biscuits. You can obviously use any biscuit that you prefer, hey, you're not bound to just use this specific one. Just saying. Okay, we're not going to do all of it. Then this is desiccated coconut. All right. A wee bit of mint essence. Just a teeny bit, yeah. And I'm going to use some butter. Let's put it in. And give it a good mix. Okay, so I'm just mixing this well. For those of you who've just joined in, we are making the famous South African peppermint crisp tart, which is very Christmassy because it's mint, it's biscuits, it's your caramel. So all I've done so far is I've coarsely ground my digestive biscuits. I've added desiccated coconut to it and butter, yeah. So here goes. I think I'm going to give it a quick taste if you don't mind. It actually tastes like tennis biscuits now, somewhat. Okay. Tennis biscuits again are basically biscuits which have coconut in it. It's a famous South African biscuit that we make this dessert with. Okay, you know, to be honest, any biscuit with a dollop of butter, it just makes it so yummy for some reason, and I can eat that on its own as well. Okay, this is good. Now we are good with this. I'm going to get the setting tray. Just checking on our Christmas tree, it looks good. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make a layer with the whipped cream, okay, just a little bit to give it like this base so that our dessert, the biscuits stick down, it doesn't become crumbly, yeah, just a thin layer. Right, now I'm going to put this biscuit mix here, okay. There are many different ways to make this dessert also. If you don't want to crumble your biscuits, you can actually sandwich it with your cream, your caramel and your chocolate. But I like to make it like a trifle, layer it. It just tastes nicer. Like, I don't know if you guys have this thing where you want to just dip your biscuit in the tea because it becomes mushy. That's something I love doing, hence I like to just make my biscuits a little bit coarse. Okay, right, so we did this. Now I'm just going to put the caramel. The recipe for caramel is basically sugar, butter and a little bit of fresh cream, but you have to be very careful when making it because when it gets too hot it can, and if it flies on your hand, on your skin anywhere, you can get burnt really bad. So be very careful. And you can be generous with the caramel. Okay. Now I'm going to put the cream again. This is divine. I'm loving it. Here goes in. And then I'm going to put our peppermint crisp that I've chunked. Just putting a bit more. Be generous. It's Christmas. You can worry about everything else later. But for now, let's just indulge and enjoy Christmas. Right, here we go. I am now just going to put the chunks of my peppermint crisp. But this is actually the main ingredient, okay? There's this, so here we get this peppermint crisp. In South Africa, there's this other one which has like intense peppermint crisp layer. It's crazy. And it's really, really nice. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to put a little bit more caramel. Just pouring it. It's okay. I don't do this every day. There we go. Okay, let's put another layer of our biscuits. Perfect. Easy peasy, but yummy, yummy, yummy. This actually used to be my favorite dessert in South Africa. Like at birthdays or anything, this is a must. Like I must have this. They're obviously for Christmas without fail. But even at my 21st, I wanted so many desserts, of which one of them had to be the peppermint crisp tart. We'll just put more chocolate. Okay. I love this. I'm just gonna eat it. We'll put more cream. You know, they say made with love. Why do they say made with love? Well, I say it because when I make anything with love, I actually lick the spoon and I use it again in my whatever I'm making. So yeah, that is a lot of love. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more cream. Look, I'm being generous and you should too, okay? And here we go. Okay. Yay, it is finally coming together and it looks so wow. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle the grated peppermint crisp on this. Okay, it's chocolate and it's melting because my hands are hot, warm. Yeah, there is nothing like too much chocolate. It's never enough. There's never a time where one can say that there's enough chocolate. It's never enough because it's chocolate. I just got to know a friend of mine who's allergic to chocolate, and I'm like, who's allergic to chocolate? That's just sad. And here goes. Look, I have a lot of chocolate on my fingers and I'm just going to lick my fingers and you guys can't mind. Our dessert is ready. I'm just going to chuck it in the fridge for a little bit and we're going to wait for our Christmas tree to come together. It is getting baked. I'll just chuck this in the fridge. We just have a little bit more time to go with this and we will be done. So you do know, for more such recipes you have to just go onto our India Food Network channel, and I do a lot of fun, cute, crazy recipes because that's me. I do a lot of South African recipes, but yeah, you guys need to tell us how you like it and what you would like to see more of, and we'll do just that, because we love sharing our recipes. We love getting the feedback when you'll try the recipes and let us know, or if you've come up with something that you've changed in the recipe and it's come out nice, or whatever it is. We just love you guys to give us the feedback. I just got to enjoy the chocolate. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's 2 recipes. I know it's quick, but it is easy, and this is what you want for a Christmas, like for a Christmas party. Just have these things. You have to put it together layer by layer and you have a good dessert. I made it in a smaller bowl, of course, but you can go a little bigger if you have too many people. It's on you. But like these recipes, like this layered peppermint crisp tart, I'm just going to share some other ideas. You could also do cream with custard and strawberries. That's actually quite nice. You can use the biscuits as the base as well, but you can have sliced strawberries. When you slice the strawberries, just sprinkle a little sugar on it and leave it for a bit. So the sugar will melt and it will form this strawberry syrup with it, which is really yummy. Strawberries actually are one of my favorite ingredients to use with desserts, and even to make like a nice strawberry sauce. It's really nice. So yeah, you can definitely even go ahead with that. You just need some whipped cream, strawberries, custard, and this biscuit base, and you're good to go. So you can do so many different desserts with similar ingredients. It's up to you, obviously, with your flavors. And as I said, for the Christmas pastry, you can use, I've used the sweet. You can do sweet corn and feta and spinach, or you can do a nice mushroom recipe for people who eat non-veg. You can even do like a nice pulled chicken, or you can even do a nice keema stuffed in your pastry. Bake it, and that'll be crazy also to have. And oh, and if you want for kiddies, you can do nice, lots of cheese grated, just bake it and then serve it with a nice dip. That's very nice as well. So there are so many ideas, so many different things you can do with the same recipe, using different ingredients or fillings. It's obviously on you. I'll just check how long this is going to take. I think another 5 minutes and we should be good to go. I'm just enjoying this chocolate. I need to wash my hands. Let's get it. Okay, so we're going to wrap up. I'm going to just tidy up this. Okay, and then I'll get my dessert out and the Christmas tree pastry. Just leave this aside. Okay. So today, actually, I'm going to go for a Christmas party. It's going to be the Christmas Eve party. So I'm quite excited, and I'm doing the entire menu. So the menu is the yummy pineapple salsa that I did the other day. I'm sure you guys have seen the recipe. That's going to be our starter. Thank you, Chandan. That's going to be our starter with some nachos. Then we're going to have some hummus with lavash, and then we're going to have some chicken sauté. What else did? Yeah, that's the boring part, but the main part, which is the dessert, is actually the peppermint crisp tart. We have a nice cheesecake. We have Christmas cookies that I've made already, and a really yummy vanilla cinnamon cake. So that's going to be the desserts for tonight, and I'm really excited actually. And tomorrow, obviously, Christmas Day, everybody will go to church for service, and all the jingles and carols. It's just so much of fun. So yeah, I'm planning to go visit a church tomorrow and just have a great, jolly, Merry Christmas. Our dessert, I'm just going to get it out from the fridge quickly. Oh yeah, this looks good, really, really good. I'm so tempted to dig in. Thank you. And this, thanks. All right. Okay, so we just have to wait a little bit more and our pastry is going to be ready. I want to know what you guys are doing for Christmas. I would really, really, really like to know. So if you are going to put a comment below, I would like to hear from you. Would you like to do that? Please do that actually. And please, please do tell us if you liked our recipes today, and do tell us what more of would you like to see, because that's something I really want to also do for you guys. I know people are getting healthy now that Christmas, New Year's is on. Everything is very, obviously, yeah, it's very yummy with lots of chocolates and lots of sugar and fats and but all the yummy stuff, yeah. But we can also have yummy, healthy recipes which will be for your New Year resolutions, losing weight, eating healthy, eating clean. So I am thinking of doing something like that, but if there is something you would specifically want me to do, please do comment and or write to us and let us know what it is that you would like us to do. I'm going to get the pastry out. It's done. I need the oven glove, Chandan. Please. I'm just getting my oven glove. I don't want to burn myself. Thank you. Thank you. So here goes. This is bringing back so many memories, and I'm missing my baby sister now because I used to bake this with her. This looks so yummy, and yo, I would love to dig in this. I think you guys need to try this and let us know how it was. I'm not going to dig in just yet, but this is something really, really nice. Thank you so much, all you wonderful people, for watching this recipe today, and a very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Be safe. Have a great jolly time with all your loved ones, and I love you all. Thank you for always watching and supporting me. I'm so very grateful.